Dead Stars is a short story of an over 30 years old bachelor, Alfredo Salazar, who was about to get married to his fiancée, Esperanza. His love and passion to his fiancée started getting fade as he was attracted to another woman named Julia Salas. The short story revolved around one man, Alfredo Salazar, and the affairs of his heart. He is a man who believes in true love and hopes to find bliss in its wake. The first woman he falls in love with is Esperanza.
Their families are acquainted with each other and thus they begin a passionate relationship. But soon it fades away when Alfredo comes across another woman, Julia, who becomes the object of his desire. As Alfredo knew that his family will disapprove his desire of having another woman, he unwantedly married with Esperanza and started his own family.
So when he comes across Julia Salas, sister-in-law of the judge who is a friend of Alfredo's father, he is strongly attracted to her. Julia is an enthusiastic and optimistic person, a woman of hope, dreams, and desires. Later, after 8 years, Alfredo went on a business trip to Julia's place. In his visit to Julia, to his surprise, he recognized that he no more felt attracted to her anymore. He compared his love for her as dead stars, his memory of a long way together girl he thought that he loved.
Alfonso, finally coming back to his senses, was consumed by guilt and chose his commitment to Esperanza over his intense but brief affair with Julia. The marriage continued and he never saw Julia again. But some years later, when he visited a place, he saw Julia.
He is heartbroken and questioned himself whether he ever loved her truly. Was it all infatuation or mere affair? Was the romance they shared just a figment of his imagination? Whatever it was, he is no more alive and he accepts the hard reality that anything that there may have been just part of the past. The main characters of Dead Stars are Alfredo Salazar, Esperanza, and Julia Salas. Alfredo Salazar is over 30 years old bachelor. He believes in true love and optimism to discover ecstasy in its tear. Esperanza is the first woman he falls in love with. Esperanza is a impassionate woman having strong will and principles, a homely woman, and she also among the lucky women who have the aptitude of consistent beauty. And Julia Salas is the sister-in-law of Judge Del Valle, a friend of Alfredo's father. She is the second woman with whom Alfredo falls in love with, and she remains single for her entire life. The figurative language of the story is metaphor because by the time that Alfredo realized that he no more felt attracted to Julia anymore, he compared his love for Julia as dead stars. The dead stars represent a presence that is unrecognized. It speaks of emotions and relationships that may exist but are not realized and lose their real meaning and significance. Dead stars symbolizes the unspoken present things. The affection and love between Alfredo and Julia seem to be existing and real. However, with the passage of time, it fades away like a dead star.